Excuse me for looking like a hot mess. What the? I just woke up. Well, like 3 hours ago, so I just finished breakfast and stuff. Let me tell y'all real quick. You know, for my last video, I said I was like, you know, I'm gonna post every week. But guess what? I keep jinxing myself because the week later, something unexpected, somewhat life-changing did happen. So I had to stop doing YouTube for a little bit. Oh yeah, guys, look, I dyed my hair. I got a little trim and everything. That's a little change within myself. You know, I always come back to YouTube looking different, which is good. But that's how you know something unexpected did happen in my life. Literally. In March, changed the course of a lot of things. But now it's game time. So today's video is gonna be a little different because I've only made this recipe like 5 times. And it's my recipe, as you see in the title down below. Butter chicken from scratch. I mean, it can't be butter chicken without chicken. Here's what the chicken look like. Ta-da! It's not cut yet. It's still in its breast. It's still chicken boobs right now. First, put chicken to the side. Okay, chicken breast. We all have breasts. Here we go. We're gonna trim the fat because we're Indian. We don't like eating fat because we get fat naturally. So here we go. Trim, trim, trim. Don't judge the way I cut my fat. We all do it differently. I see you judging. Shh. Wiggle, wiggle. Now get all the fatty fat. It's so stringy. That's what she said. Yeah. Yeah. And the main part, we gotta cut this part off. My mom don't like blood vessels.
Cut this piece off.
Bloody mess. I know my knife technique is wrong. Don't judge me on that either. I sliced all the breasts in half. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the chicken into little cubes, you know, like curry style. You know how we make curry and stuff? So I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay, don't judge me. So what I'm gonna do, flip it, and then I'm gonna slice it like this. Like kind of like chicken strips, but the long strips, like kind of like a chicken tender. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut them into the cubes. Whoops, why are you flopping? It's like it's alive. See, little cubey, oops. This, and then just toss it in here. Toss it in this little thingy right here. With the holes in it. It's a container with holes. You know how the water drains, and then we just rinse the chicken and wash the chicken in the container that drains the water and it cleans the chicken like that. Yeah, that little bucket. So I just toss it in there. Don't worry, I'm not missing. And here we go. And you're gonna repeat the process for the other thing. So this is done. Chicken's all in little cubes and everything. I think I have a lot of chicken in here. So I already rinsed it. So just to prove it to the world that I actually cleaned my chicken, because I know America is full of judgmental people. We all know that. Here you go. Cold water. And to clean the chicken, use your hands thoroughly. Feel that mushiness. Feel that chicken. Yes, so that's all the garlic. And then this is the Thai chilies. I'm still debating if it's too much chili. And then the ginger, what I'm going to do is going to take like half of it, like this much. So I'm going to go transfer the ginger, garlic, and the chili into this thing. What we do is we pound it, right? Till it goes into a smooth, fine paste, right? So here's what the ginger and garlic paste looks like. I'm going to have to like, there you go. See how smooth and pasty it looks? Yeah. That's how it should be. So next step is we are going to marinate the chicken and a whole bunch of things. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chicken and dump it in this glass bowl and then start marinating.
Oh, damn, it's heavy.
There you go. So for this amount of chicken, I don't know how many pound chicken this is. Just watch me eyeball everything. But to this amount of chicken, you need a lot of flavor. Ginger garlic paste. We're gonna add that first. Just stir it up. So make sure you also keep a little bit of ginger garlic paste aside for the gravy that we're gonna make for the butter chicken. Go butter chicken and butter chicken without the sauce.
Okay, here we go. I think I'm gonna like more than that.
Ginger garlic paste is in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. Let's go. I don't know, I'm just eyeballing it with the amount of chicken that we have. We have a lot of chicken, so we're gonna put just the amount. And if it's not enough, then you know when you cook it and you try the meat, it's okay, you can add salt over. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add red chili powder for coloring. So chili powder for us Indians, there's like no flavor to it really. Not even spicy, I can just lick it. So I add a whole bunch of red chili powder. Then a little bit of cayenne pepper. Get like a little bit of the zing. Cayenne. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, now we're gonna add some turmeric powder. See, I almost got it wrong. So you can add some of this for coloring, and yeah, because it's butter chicken, you gotta have that color. And then we're gonna add some garam masala. I don't know how to say that in English. Hot masala. We call it Indian seasoning. Add some of that in here. Right there. That's good enough. Now we mix it up.
Oh, that smells so good.
So what I'm doing like the pinching method, this, and then I'm flipping it because all the seasoning sometimes falls out of place. So let's see. And what I'm gonna do right after this is saran wrap it and put it in the fridge for about 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Well, I'm running out of time. I'm actually making this for my uncle. He's been craving butter chicken. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna start prepping for the butter chicken sauce. So first, we're gonna get onions. We're gonna chop up the onions finely. It doesn't need to be pretty because at the end, once we saute the onions and the tomatoes, there's a lot of tomatoes, we're gonna toss it in the blender and blend it all up till it's mushy and it's like soupy, you know, like liquidy. So that's gonna be after that. Let's go ahead and finally chop these onions. Like I said, I'm eyeballing it. So we got 1 whole onion and then 1.5 onion. Okay, here we go. What I mean by finely chop, you're gonna go like this. I'm not a professional, so don't copy me.
Ow. See? I always cut my hand. It went right into my skin. See that shit?
What I mean by finely, you get it like this. It doesn't have to be pretty.
What the fuck is this doing? And you go hold it like this. Hold it. God, why is it so ugly? Usually every time I do it, this is so pretty.
Meanwhile, 2 hours later.
Alright, so let's do this one as the next practice.
This one? Cut. Wash it down. Cut.
Finely chopped, meaning you go take it like this, push it down.
Like this. Hold it together like this. You see? Like this. And you go chop. That's finally chopping. Onions. Doesn't gotta be pretty, but watch your fingers. Oops. My eyes. Fresh onions always burn your eyes. Never get fake onions. But you know your onion is fake if it don't make you cry.
But are you stupid? Okay, so now we have all the onions done, finely chopped. And now, because I have to start cooking the butter chicken. So I gotta fry up the chicken. And then after we fry that chicken up, we're gonna saute the onions. And then we're gonna do the tomatoes. So right now, I just washed some of these tomatoes. So for the tomatoes, you're gonna need about 10 to 11 tomatoes. These are Roma tomatoes. They're good. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is, since I washed it, cut the ends of the tomatoes like this. And then I'm gonna go down in the middle. You see this little piece thingy? I'm gonna go slice straight down the middle. And then I'm gonna take out all the seeds and the stem. Because in the end, after we saute the onions and tomatoes, what we're gonna do is we're going to blend it all up. And I don't want seeds in there. That's gonna make it more of a work, because then I have to take the seeds out by straining the butter chicken sauce. Yeah, we're not gonna do extra work, so we're gonna do it right now. Take it off by scooping it through with the knife, like that. Go round and round. Let's just sing the wheels on the bus go round and round, and it comes out nice and clean. Now you repeat the process for all of them. But once you cut it up and clean it out inside, you're gonna chop it into, what is this clean? Just little pieces, just like halves, like that. And you're gonna saute it.
It doesn't have to be pretty because you're gonna blend it up anyways. There you go, and then you just put it on a piece of plate. Piece of plate. Okay, so I finished the tomatoes. It's supposed to look like this in halves. And I cut myself some cilantro, fresh cilantro. A little bit of that. Just take a bunch of it in your hand and then just cut it up.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the chicken now because I'm running behind time. I'm going to take the chicken out of the fridge. See, all completely it smells good. It's all completely marinated. I'm gonna go ahead and fry the chicken up and get that done. So we have a silver frying pan with oil already coated. I'm way ahead of the game. Look at the chicken. But before you dump the chicken in there, you gotta heat up the frying pan. See?
So how do you know if the frying pan's heated? You put your hand over it, you feel the heat. The oil is heated. The oil is going to be heated. Up, it's heating up. Don't touch. Oh.
I had to check. There was something in the frying pan. That's just like a little burn mark. That's okay. I thought it was a gnat fly.
Oh boy, this is heavy.
Ooh, it's sizzling. It's sizzling. It's sizzling. You always have to be careful with that part. It sizzles everywhere. You have to separate the chicken so that way it cooks thoroughly. Dang, all this chicken fitted into my pan.
There you go.
And then you turn the vent on because my mom told me to turn the vent on. Now you just keep flipping the chicken, frying the chicken by moving it around occasionally. And the chicken should be done in like 20 minutes. That's what she said. And now I will see you guys back when the chicken is done. Okay, so now we finished doing the chicken. After frying the chicken, you're gonna transfer it into, ooh, look at the steam. You're gonna transfer it into a container because in the same frying pan, you're gonna make the sauce, the butter chicken sauce, which I'm gonna get into that right now. Okay, so in this same frying pan, what we gonna do, the onions in first, and then we're gonna put 2.5 tablespoons of butter. That's an estimate. And then I'm gonna put some oil as well, and then we're gonna saute the onions. Once the onions are brown, not burnt, just like golden brown, you're gonna add the tomatoes, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the process right now. So first goes in the onions.
You put the onions. You see the hole?
Okay, do this like this. Spread the onions out. Before I turn on the stove. Okay, let's go and turn on the stove. On low heat, like that. And then take some oil.
A little bit more. A tiny bit. Okay, that's done.
Okay, next, 2.5 tablespoons of butter. I opened the wrong side, so we got 1, 2.5. Bless you. Drop it in because it's butter chicken, so. And now we saute the onions. Stir it up. Make sure the onions get that nice butter all over it. Just keep doing that till the onion is nice and brown. Try not to get it stuck on the sides of the pan. Somehow this freaking frying pan is not a non-stick. It's a yes stick.
What are you doing now?
I'm recording! Okay, now that the onions are sauteed and the color, the golden brown color that I wanted to not receive. Now we're gonna add the tomatoes in here, the half tomatoes, and mix it all up. Oh yes, it slid right in. And get this mixed evenly. Keep mixing until you have an even mixture. You know what I'm saying? Even mixture. See how it's mixed? We have a good tomato to onion ratio. That's a good thing. Now that this is evenly mixed, we're gonna add in some water just to coat it, and then we're gonna step up to the other ingredients that we have to add. Okay, so now that we got the water in it coated, we're gonna go ahead and add the garlic paste with ginger in it. I put ginger with the Thai chilies in it. You're gonna go ahead and dump that in there. Just dump it all in there. Stir it in. After that, you're gonna add some malt vinegar. Yes, malt vinegar goes in butter chicken. We're gonna go ahead and put 3 teaspoons.
One, two, three. Let's put 4.
We need to add some salt. And so for salt, you're gonna add an eyeball amount. So for this much, I'm trying to feed about 7 or 8 people. So I'm gonna go drizzle, 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 drizzle. There you go. And then sugar. How many drizzles was that? That was about 10 drizzles. I'll count it once I start editing. And yes, you put sugar in butter chicken too.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow drizzle.
So about 4.5 teaspoons of sugar. And now I mix everything up. You'll know if you're missing something or if you have too much of something because you can smell it. Don't be afraid to stir as hard as you can. Alright, so now that we got the sauce done, it's all done and all mushy mushy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend part of the mixture because it's hot, and then we're gonna keep filling and filling the mixture. It's hot and I don't want to mess up the blender. Okay, here we go. Liquefying! This is gonna take a while. Woo, this is hot. Oh, I almost pressed the button without the top being on. Okay, next round. Here we go. As you can see, I had a little mishap because the thing is so hot, it wants to explode. So you will have here and there messes. Damn. That kind of hurt because it's hot. I think I put too much in this. A little too much. But it's okay. A fast clean means it's... Now we're beating it. Woo. At least we know how much to pour now.
Okay, ready? The heat. It's like suctioning.
Let's see how good we did this. Is it liquidy? Liquidy? Ooh, baby! I think that's pretty good. Now we take this apart. We pour it in here in a glass bowl next to it. Now we pour the blended mixture, liquefied, into the pot.
Whoa, yes sir.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my stove. Low heat with that in there. And then I'm gonna add some butter. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of this. So I'm adding this whole entire butter. Whoops. The 6 tablespoons of butter. So far we added 6 tablespoons of butter because it's butter chicken, obviously. Since we doubled it, let's see. 6 tablespoons already in there. So now we're gonna add, how much more? Okay, we're gonna go here. About this much. Right here, 4.5 tablespoons. And then it'll be this right here. Cut it down the middle. Okay. Save this end piece. And then there goes this one. Butter chicken. Yeah, I laugh at my own jokes. That's it for the butter. You can put the butter away. See, we use the whole stick of butter. A whole stick of butter. This is why Indian people are fat. All they eat is butter, butter, butter. And tail. Okay, oil. Now, we got the butter going. And then I have to add the cream. The heavy whipping cream. So it makes it nice and thicker. So I gotta shake it up.
Jasmine?
Huh?
Jasmine?
Yeah.
Why is the sugar still up?
Because I might need sugar for the thing. Just whatever you're missing out on, like flavor wise, if it feels like you have less sugar or less malt vinegar, less of that flavor, you can figure out what to add next. So I left some of the ingredients out just in case. So we got the butter going. Let's go. We gotta do the cream. I got the regular Kroger Food Co. from Walmart. You can get this Walmart too. It's pretty good stuff. Shake it up really good. Ugh. I'm not sure how much to add. I just pour it up. Okay, that should be good for right now. And then now what I do is I mix it. So you mix both. Ooh, look at how it's thickening up. Y'all see that? It's thick. You want that nice thick consistency. The thicker it is, the better it is. Thicker than a Snicker. Oh shit, I almost spilled. This is why I don't want to cook in this pan. Because it overflows. See how it's thickening? Okay, so what I did next was I went ahead and added the chicken. As you can see, it's very full now. So now we go ahead and stir the chicken in all the way. And then we're going to add kasuri methi. It's like, I don't know what it is in English, so I'm sorry. Y'all going to be lost there. Just go to your nearby Indian store and ask for kasuri methi. Is that how I said? Let me show y'all what it looked like. I'm gonna let that simmer just a little bit. Kasuri methi looks like this. It's really good stuff though. Take some of that. Oh no, it's bubbling. I can't have a bubble. Look at it, it's so full. Ready, steady, stay. Okay. So I'm gonna just grind it in my hands real quick. Like this, and then I just put it in like that.
You may need to transfer to another handi because when you add the chicken, you
already add the chicken.
Okay.
Okay, same thing with this. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So like 2 pinchfuls, I guess. 2.5 pinchfuls of kasuri methi. It gives it that more of that flavor. There you go. Looks exquisite. So now what we're gonna do is stir it up. But be careful how you stir it. This part is full. The next step, since we're pretty much cooked and all done here, you add the cilantro. Once the cilantro is done, I add a little bit more of the kasuri methi. This thing right, whoops, don't fall. This thing right here to give it a little bit more flavor. So far, it's so good. Now let me go ahead and mix the cilantro up real quick. I'll be right back.
Here, Hardo. Move it.
Oh. Just waiting on her to move so I can stir. There you go. Now we're stirring in the last part to butter chicken. Remember, we've been doing this since 1:18 p.m. What time is it? 5:44 p.m.
That's because that's how slow you are.
LOL. Alright, let me keep stirring this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I totally forgot to film an ending to this video. I'm like, what? I didn't close out my video? What? So I just realized that because 3 months and 2 weeks later, I was like, whoa. I just showed y'all what the butter chicken looked like at the end. I mean, it was good. My uncle totally loved it. I was like, hits the spot for him. He even said it tastes the best the next day. I'm like, okay, great. I did a good job. I didn't screw nothing up, even though I was being rushed through the whole thing because my mom was rushing me. She's one of those Indian parents that like to be somewhere exactly on time. On time. I'm like, whoa, she a whole different Indian breed. Like, Because Indian people are late to everything, either 30 minutes late, an hour late, or 2 hours late. So I did hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please smash up that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that subscribe button right up there or down below. And don't forget to click that bell icon to turn on the notifications. Let me know, comment down below what you guys want to see next and what your favorite part of the video was. So don't forget to spread love, stay happy, and be positive. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.